Hey everyone, welcome to Wax Pack Wisdom. I'm Jake T. O'Donnell. Today is a Hall of Fame edition of Wax Pack Wisdom. We're going to talk about the new Hall of Fame class for baseball for Cooperstown, and a card that came in this week that was perfectly timed for the news of the new Hall of Fame class. And I'm going to present my selections for the 2025 voting for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. Shout out to my fellow Jake of Legends Never Die, who runs, who took over from Mike Moynihan the responsibility of running the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. And I have 10 YouTube channels that I'm going to that I have voted for. This is the first year I'm eligible to vote for it. We started the channel in June of 2023, so I'm going to get to that in a minute and run down 10 channels that I believe deserve to be recognized for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. And so we're gonna get into that in a minute. But first off, this week, wonderful news for 3 outstanding baseball players who will be enshrined in Cooperstown forever. And we're talking, of course, about CC Sabathia, Ichiro Suzuki, and Billy Wagner. 3 guys that I got to watch the entirety of their big league careers, and 3 guys that are so incredibly richly deserving of the honor of being in Cooperstown. And with that, I get to graduate cards of theirs into my Hall of Fame rookie card PC. And I had 2 of their rookie cards already graded, and I had to acquire a third one for the 3 guys that got in. So I'm going to show you those cards. If you watch our channel, you've seen 2 of them before because I sent them in raw to PSA in different submissions and got them back, and I held them in anticipation of this happening, that they would get into the Hall of Fame. So the first one that I'll show is one from a submission probably sometime in 2024 or maybe even late 2023, and this is my Ichiro rookie. It's a 2001 Fleer Platinum Team Leaders edition for Ichiro, and RIP to Fleer. Whatever, I don't know what happened to Fleer exactly, but they obviously they don't make cards anymore, so this was probably one of the last years that Fleer existed. And again, I bought this one raw, came back as a PSA 8. You're going to notice a bit of a pattern here on the grading of these cards, but Ichiro was, I mean, I was in high school. I guess maybe I was in 8th grade when he first showed up in the big leagues, and took the world by storm. And it was just a pleasure to watch him for all those years. And a lot of focus on the fact that he missed being a unanimous selection by 1 vote, and a lot of people want to focus on that. Just who cares? Okay, he got in. He deserved it. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best players of all time. If you want to be honest and combine his Japanese statistics and his American statistics, he is the all-time hit king. And I can vouch for that. I can go along with that when we're talking about Ichiro. The guy is amazing. Who cares about the one guy that didn't vote for him? Screw him. Doesn't matter. This guy, one of the best of all time. So happy for him. So the flip side of that is the guy who it was on the ballot on his last try, and that was Billy Wagner, who again, I picked up this raw, sent it into PSA, and I got an 8. But this was right after the year after he was drafted in '93, so '94 tops, when he was with the White Sox, when he was with the Astros. This is when the Astros were still in the National League. And, he just, they call him kind of a short guy here, but he did put up ridiculous numbers in college. And then one of the sort of most efficient, best strike-throwing, strikeout closers of all time. If you ask me, I think that he should have gotten in the Hall of Fame before Trevor Hoffman. Hoffman just kind of pitched more innings and had more saves, but Billy Wagner was a better pitcher, better strikeout pitcher for sure. The things that are valued certainly in the game today were valued with Billy Wagner. And the video of him getting the call if you haven't seen that, go look for that. Just that he got elected to the Hall of Fame this week was just a beautiful, beautiful thing. So his last try, 10th try on the ballot, finally getting in. He should have gotten in much earlier. Congrats to Billy Wagner. And so the last one was a card that came in this week that once I got the sort of sense that this guy was going to be in the Hall of Fame, that he was going to get elected into this class based off of the ballot tracking. Shout out to Ryan Thibodeau and his crew that does the ballot tracking. They're on Blue Sky these days. It seemed pretty clear that CC Sabathia was going to get in. So I went ahead on eBay and bought this. Also an 8. His Bowman rookie from 1999. So again, not really by design that I got all three of these guys got 8s, but this was just, again, this was only $25 on eBay. So I figured I would snap it up. 9s were going for a lot more. 10s were way more expensive than that. I figured, I'll just grab an 8. So congrats to Sabathia. Definitely took me by surprise how much vote he got, getting like 87% of the vote his first time out. I really didn't expect he was going to get that much support, but the standards for pitchers have had to change for the Hall of Fame because of the way that pitchers are used nowadays. I guess in my mind, Sabathia was a little bit more borderline, but he definitely deserved to get in. I'm glad he got in. A lot of great seasons. 2007, 2008, he was like pretty much the best pitcher in baseball those years. So good for him, and somebody who's obviously, he's also overcome a lot and been very public about his struggles with alcohol abuse and things like that. So good for him. Happy for his family, and glad that he got in. So congrats to these 3 guys for getting in. You're gonna get to be put in my my Hall of Fame rookie PC with the rest of the guys, the rest of the others. I have a Dick Allen rookie card. I still need to get the Dave Parker 74 Topps rookie card. So that was a nice addition this week, and nice grab for me. So now I'm going to talk about the other Hall of Fame, and I just have to pull up my list here for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. And these are just 10 accounts that, if you follow my account, you subscribe to us, you maybe are subscribed to most if not all of these folks. But I'm going to, kind of show their info up here, and you'll get a chance to check out their channels. I'm certainly going to be tagging them in the description of this. So these are my 10 picks for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame for 2025, and these are just in alphabetical order based off of the actual name of the channel. So the first one that I'm going to select, my first vote, is for A Collector's Dream, Orlando. Just one of the very early people who had like prominent YouTube followings that subscribe to Wax Pack Wisdom. He comments on a lot of our videos, and he also I've been on at least one live stream with Orlando before. He just is just one of the true nice people in the hobby. I haven't had a chance to meet Orlando in person. Hopefully at the National this year, maybe we'll get a chance to meet up. And so he is just somebody that I consider him a friend, even though we haven't met in person. And I would say that his channel is just so incredible. It's just such an incredible, literally his collection is a collector's dream, showing off parts of his items from his collection that go way, way back to the 1800s. And his knowledge about the sets, his knowledge about the players is like second to none on this platform. So happy and thrilled to vote for Orlando for a collector's dream. The next one I'm going to vote for is somebody I have met in person, and that's Alan, Boston fan. So I'm putting in my vote for Alan. Fun channel. He always gets really cool, interesting stuff. A lot of cool autograph things, TTM things through the years. Fun to watch that journey, and it was really great to get to meet Alan in person at the Shriners this past year. And hopefully get to see him again at other card shows soon. Timing hasn't really matched up, but just a guy with a very comprehensive collection and a real passion for collecting. So happy to throw a vote to Alan. Next is Breakout Cards, Ryan Nolan. Younger guy, but again, a supreme knowledge of cards from all different eras. Really fascinating information. He's kind of moved more into sort of non-sport stuff recently. I always learn something when I watch his videos, when he runs down sort of recent big sales in auctions and things like that. So happy to vote for Ryan in his channel. Kind of a really somebody who's like a pillar of the YouTube sports card community. So happy to vote for Ryan. Next is collector, investor, dealer Chris Sewell, who provides something that I feel like is something that I'm always so curious about, which is the sort of inner workings of selling cards as a business, of having it be your career and your business, selling cards, and how I so appreciate how comprehensive he is about coming across collections, or and doing the full accounting of what it costs and what he's hoping to get out of those deals and things like that. And he just posted one very recently about a lot of modern cards or modern cards, a lot of cards from the 80s and 90s that he picked up, and he runs through the whole thing of what it cost, what he paid, and what he offered, and what he got for it, and what he's going to hope to get out of it, the grading fee, like that kind of thing. So just really great stuff. And he definitely is as he says, collector, investor, dealer in that order. He's also a big collector, and so just great to see that kind of information. So happy to vote for Chris there. Next is Double D Vintage baseball cards with Dylan. Again, just a really fun channel, comprehensive. Really enjoy seeing his collection, new things that he gets in, and he's part of some interesting discussions as well. And just a really great channel, a really great place to learn things about cards, to learn about cards from different eras, and always enjoy Dylan's perspective. So again, happy to vote for him. The next two are guys that I have spent time with in person, and are two guys that I'm happy to know, and they've been very supportive of me as we've grown the channel here. So the first is Junk Wax Hero, Mike. Again, one of the pillars of the YouTube sports card community, and his videos are always so interesting, regardless of what he's talking about. If it's Attic Find Friday, or if it's his sort of weekly rundown of card news, he talks about current things. He talks about interesting stories, interesting happenings. He has a really interesting collection too. He's been building this sort of Ace 100, where he's talking about all these cards from like different sports, which I think is really cool. So, and I got the chance to walk the floor of Shriners with Mike back in November. Hope to see him again soon. And he's also a Boston fan. He's a Maine guy, but just like I really have enjoyed his channel. I've really appreciated his support and his inspiration. He inspired the video that I did recently about the top 10 pre-war Red Sox cards. So shout out to Mike, and happy to vote for him. And the next vote is somebody that I know and I've gotten to know, is Sammy Thunder, who first met him at the Shriners last year. Literally just spent time with him like last weekend at the White Plains show. Sammy has been really good to me personally. We did a really nice deal at the White Plains show, but also he's invited me on For Collectors a lot, and actively encouraged me to participate. And but separate from the personal stuff, like I think like Sammy is great at fostering community with his channel, and I really appreciate and I really enjoy that aspect of it, where he spends time on his channel highlighting other people's pickups and other people's collections with his start of the week and things like that, and inviting people to show what they've picked up. And I also really appreciate how Sammy is very disciplined in his collecting when it comes to collecting, PCing very specific players of Christy Mathewson and Tom Seaver and Willie Mays and Nolan Ryan, and I am so appreciative of his discipline and his ability to track down and find rare things to build a really comprehensive collection of those players, and how he kind of goes about it. But then he likes to talk about different sets. He did a great video recently about the American Caramel cards. So shout out to Sammy, somebody again that I would consider a friend in the hobby, and really appreciate him and all he does. Next is Splendid Sports, Adam. Again, really, really interesting, comprehensive videos. I take notice every time he posts something. I enjoy the way that he comes across. He's a really kind of an original thinker with a lot of his content. I don't know that I was personally on a live stream with him, but I've watched him on live streams and always appreciate what he gets across. And also similarly, his collection, comprehensive, of players that I like and appreciate, the sort of Larry Birds of the world, Tom Brady, Pedro Martinez, like guys like that he collects. So great stuff from him. Shout out to Adam for having a great channel. Then there's Talking Ball Cards with John, who I believe has commented on some of our videos here, at least one or two of them. But he's like a guy that you can learn a lot from watching his videos, especially stuff about grading, about sending cards in for grading, that kind of thing, and then getting his grade reveals and kind of being able to kind of pick out and show what he, showing what he gets and critiquing the grades and sending cards back in and that kind of thing. So really fascinating, interesting channel. Again, definitely check out Talking Ball Cards if you haven't seen them before. And then the last of the 10 votes for me is going to be the Sports Card Dad, which is a huge channel, probably the biggest channel of all of the ones here in terms of subscriber count. That's Dustin. His channel was one of the first ones that I really started to watch regularly and get into when I kind of got back into the hobby a couple years ago. And he puts out content constantly, and it's always very timely. He kind of has his finger on the pulse of a lot of things, and I really like and appreciate what he does, the providing information, having this sort of fresh take and fresh angle on things that are happening in the sports card world, whether it's modern or vintage or whatever it is. So shout out to Dustin, great channel. So that's my that's my ballot for this year, for 2025. Again, the first year I'm eligible to vote, and just again, the people I'm voting for, the channels I'm voting for are A Collector's Dream, Boston Fan, Breakout Cards, Collector Investor Dealer, Double D Vintage Sports Cards, Junk Wax Hero, Sammy Thunder, Splendid Sports, Talking Ball Cards, and the Sports Card Dad. So that's it. Let me know in the comments if there's other folks that you appreciate that are eligible to be voting this year. I want to wish everybody the best of luck as the voting, I believe, closes at the end of the week coming up, right before the end of the month. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought of the Hall of Fame guys, the guys that got in. Was anybody a big snub for you this year? I know that Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones were close. They're probably going to get in next year because the new names on the ballot in 2026 are really nothing to write home about. I don't think anybody that's new on the ballot next year is actually going to get in. But let me know what you thought of that. And so that's going to do it for this edition of Wax Pack Wisdom. This weekend, I'm not planning on going to any card shows, but I am doing a collaboration video with another YouTuber. So really excited about that. I'm expecting that'll come out probably at some point next week. I'm not sure. It's not going to be on this channel. It's going to be on a different channel. We'll have more pack rips. I got more packs to open up. Probably do that next week. Probably 59 Tops Friday, and then the next card show that I'm for sure definitely going to is I will be at the Cranston, Rhode Island Card Show on February 1st. I'm going to go on Saturday. So if you're going to that, shout me out. Let me know, and maybe we can meet up. So anyway. Thanks very much for watching Wax Pack Wisdom. Please like this video. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't before. Please check out where to follow us on our social media channels. And please check out our list of favorite nonprofits and charities. We'd really appreciate it if you could support one of those. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Wax Pack Wisdom. Take care.